Human asked alien widow for work, but her reply was shocking: I need a father, not a worker. HFY Hub score 8.6 out of 10. I was right in the middle of trying to fix a completely broken macro on my spreadsheet, literally just staring at lines of code that refused to work, when I started listening to this and I had to push my keyboard away. The hook is so direct and wild. This disgraced human soldier is literally just wandering through a desert looking for odd jobs, knocks on a random door, and an alien widow points a gun at him and says, I don't need a handyman, I need a dad for my kids so we can get revenge. Like what? It goes from 0 to 100 instantly, and I gripped my coffee mug so hard my knuckles popped when the alien kid finally stood up to the bad guys at the end. The vibe is a really cool mix of gritty frontier survival and surprisingly sweet romance. It heavily reminded me of this half-feral calico cat that lived in my apartment's parking garage a few years ago. It was absolutely terrified of everyone. I spent weeks just leaving food out, sitting on the freezing concrete, not moving a single muscle, just waiting for her to finally realize I wasn't a threat. Gregor does the exact same thing here. He doesn't force his way into this family. He just shows up every day, trains the kid, respects the mom's boundaries, and slowly proves he's reliable. It takes incredible patience to build that kind of trust. At the end of the day, that local politician Naren is exactly like that one toxic middle manager who tries to dig up dirt on you just because he's insecure about his own job. I highly recommend this one if you love the grumpy soldier adopts a family trope mixed with some really solid sci-fi action. It's got a great redemption arc, a genuinely sweet romance, and some awesome tactical firefights. Go listen to it right now. Number 1, Accessibility Barrier, 9 out of 10. I found this incredibly easy to jump into. There's no massive info dump about galactic politics right off the bat, it's just a guy in a desert looking for work. Super relatable starting point. Number 2, Character Cred, 10 out of 10. I loved Gregor. He's got that classic tired military veteran energy, but he's not completely emotionally closed off. Cyrena is also a total badass who knows exactly what she wants. Number 3, Closure Status, 10 out of 10. I felt so satisfied with the ending. Gregor gets his military record cleared but chooses to stay with his new alien family anyway. It wrapped up perfectly. Number 4, Dialogue Drip, 8 out of 10. I thought the banter between Gregor and Cyrena was really sharp, especially during their first meeting when they're basically sizing each other up for a fight. Number 5, Endgame Payoff, 9 out of 10. I was practically cheering at my desk when Talon used the tactical training Gregor taught him to save all the other kids during the alien attack. It was a great payoff to their training montages. Number 6, Found Family Factor, 10 out of 10. I am a total sucker for this trope. A disgraced human soldier finding redemption by becoming a dad to an alien kid whose father died in battle. That's top-tier found family stuff. Number 7, HFY Video Length, 1530 min. I thought the length was perfect for my lunch break. It gave enough time for the romance to develop naturally without dragging the action scenes out too long. Number 8, Logic Coagulation, 8 out of 10. I felt like the combat tactics Gregor used made total sense. Using water to short-circuit the enemy's armor instead of just shooting them wildly is exactly how a veteran would fight. Number 9, Narrative Gut Punch, 8 out of 10. I definitely winced when the snooty politician guy brought up Gregor's past war crimes in front of the kid. That was a really low blow and it hurt to listen to. Number 10, Packing Pulse, 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed how it started out slow and domestic with the training and the romance, and then suddenly slammed the gas pedal with a full-blown alien invasion at the end. Number 11, Possible Sequel, yes. I would absolutely listen to a sequel about Gregor working as the human liaison in that sector, while helping Cyrena finally get revenge on the Draconid general. Number 12, POV Perspective, 9 out of 10. I liked following Gregor's perspective because you get to see him slowly transition from a guy who just wants to survive to a guy who suddenly has everything to lose. Number 13, The Human Edge, 9 out of 10. I love that humanity's big advantage here was tactical adaptability. The bad guys relied on brute force, but Gregor used the environment against them. Classic human ingenuity. Number 14, The Onion Factor Tearjerker Score, 8 out of 10. I definitely got a little misty-eyed when Talon looked at Gregor after the battle and said he had two fathers to be proud of. That was incredibly sweet. Number 15, Thematic Resonance, 9 out of 10. I think the message that redemption isn't about erasing your past but about choosing to build a better future was handled beautifully. Number 16, Trope Remix score, 8 out of 10. I've seen the wandering gunslinger protects the town trope a lot, but having the widow specifically hire him to be a father figure rather than just a bodyguard was a fun twist. Number 17, Visual Bang per Buck, 8 out of 10. I could picture the dusty, alien frontier town perfectly. The visual of Gregor charging the alien invaders while the human fleet descends from the clouds was awesome. Number 18, Wholesomeness/Cozy rating, 7 out of 10. I wouldn't call the whole thing cozy since there are war crimes and plasma firefights involved, but the quiet moments of Gregor making pancakes for the alien kid were incredibly wholesome. Number 19, World Building Vibe check, 8 out of 10. I really dug the setting. A harsh desert planet with 3 moons and a diverse mix of alien refugees gave it a really cool, gritty sci-fi western vibe. Number 20, Xenobiology integration, 7 out of 10. I liked the small details like the aliens having cooler body temperatures and their skin flushing darker blue when they exerted themselves. It made them feel distinct from humans. HFY Hub score, 8.6 out of 10. Hope see you at the next HFY Hub video review.